Had the microphone on this whole time. Okay, well, hi everyone. Welcome to the Wednesday night stream. I haven't been making any noise, I've just been staring at my screen waiting for the clock to roll over to 6. So tonight, we return to Oxygen Not Included. I know I had it open at the beginning of the stream. VOD watchers, you get a special treat. You got to see me trying to make sure that everything was set up correctly. I think it is. Why don't we just jump in and get going? I've been working on the transitions. I still have much to learn about proper stream whatevering. Hi, Amikins. Let's see, how do I look? Well. I'm a streamer, not a miracle worker. There's only so much I can do. Now, as I recall, we had set up this rocket to be built, so let's get it built. And while we wait for that, let's take a look around. It's been a whole week. I guess all of my games are always a week apart, right? Because we do them on specific days of the week. But it has been a week since I last played Oxygen Not Included. I'll need to regain my bearings, check to make sure everything looks good. The dupes have oxygen. The grubs have whatever it is that they have. We can squeeze the mud. What does that give us? What the heck's a sludge press? Duplicants will not blah blah blah. It makes plus 4,000 kilo DTUs per second. That seems kind of high, but we'll see how it goes. Get this rocket ship done. Oh wait, we have a bunch of idlers. What the heck? Idle dupes. What are you guys working on? What's the oxygen? Okay, the oxygen situation up here is bad. Good to know. Good to know. We should probably be pumping oxygen. Well, oxygen should just go up, right? What's in here? Carbon dioxide? That should just be fixing itself. I guess not. There's no guarantee in this game that things are gonna shake out the way you want them to, right? There's chlorine over here. Ugh, what a mess. All right, well, I know at least one thing I need to do, and that's to put radiator pipes throughout this area to keep the electrolyzers nice and cool. So to that end, I'm gonna start breaking down copper. Yeah, we'll start breaking down more copper, or refining more copper, so we could make the radiator pipes. Anyway, now that we've got that out of the way, let me get my little stream notebook here. Yes. These are words. Oh, what is this? Scaffolding? This is cool. All right, all right. I'm feeling it. So what does this need in it? How do I... Oh my goodness. We want to go here, I think. No, this is closer. We have to analyze it? Okay. All right, what does it needs? A destination. It needs an oxidizer tank, of course. Can I move it? I have to do this. So this needs an oxidizer, small, solid oxidizer tank. Made of gold, I guess. Right. So what was I saying? Yes, little sleep. So I haven't ranted about this on stream before, but I have this, maybe it's irrational. Like, I get angry when I see articles like this that are just saying people in the past did things right. We're doing things wrong. And the biggest thing that this comes up with is sleep. Which, yes, everybody's sleep is messed up, right? Because the world is a horrible hellscape. But I don't think that the medieval peasants were getting somehow better sleep than us because they were sleeping a little bit and then hanging out in the middle of the night for a bit and then sleeping again. And I see this and I get so mad. I think that's not going to fix my sleep, and also I don't have time to do that. Like, when do I have time to wake up in the middle of the night? First of all, when I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm not going back to bed. It's over. It's too late. But second of all, I need to power this thing now? Oh, come on. What is going on with this? Does this need to be... Okay, oxylite? Oh, we can do fertilizer too. Sure. All right, hang on. I'm trying to focus my rant, but also dig. So I don't have time because I get home, I stream, and then I go to bed, and then if I woke up in the middle of the night, which I often do, I just come down to the computer and start playing games until it's time to go to work. Because anytime I wake up in the middle of the night, if I notice that I'm awake, it's too late. I'm already awake. You can't stop it. Do I get fertilizer? There's some... No, that's oxylite. We might need a fertilizer maker. Alright, game. So when I see these articles, I think, like, how rich are the people who can afford to do this? Where they have so much free time that they can just, oh, I'm just gonna go to sleep and then I'm gonna wake up and fuck off and then I'm gonna go back to sleep, and then I'll wake up and maybe, you know, read the paper, go for a walk, and then sometime around noon I'll think about doing some work today. Wait, we already had oxylite? We already had fertilizer. All right, nice. And this already has sugar, okay. Just needs a destination. Like, obviously, if you're in a position where you can do that, you're already living better than everyone else anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so this is where we can build stuff. There's the hatch. There's some glass. Liquid input. So I think this needs... telescope? Building must be exposed to space. Oh, okay, so we can build one of these. Oop, how do I leave this view? Don't tell me, don't tell me. I can get it. There we go. I figured it out, guys. So where are we gonna put this telescope that we want to build? It just needs gold, I guess. And if we put it up here, so let's say we use the ladder. We just go up like that. And we do a similar thing with the airlocks. Except we'll use a regular powered airlock. Well, no, we can use a good airlock. It's fine. We can always power it up later, right? And something like that. There we go. So we'll let the dupes finish that. So I don't think that the medieval people somehow had some kind of magic ability to get better sleep. I think they just had a huge advantage in that they weren't expected to work when it was dark. So all they had to do was work till the sun went down and then go home and do whatever they wanted. Which was probably sleep, because what else are you gonna do when there's no light? Anyway, that's my rant. I hope nobody took it too seriously. Especially if you're a medieval peasant. What else? I mean, there's other stuff that I see too, where the implication is that you're not doing this one thing that could make your life better, And I know what could make my life better, and I think most people do. Hi, Juicy Fruit Snacks. Well, you've come in the middle of a rant, but thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoy Oxygen Not Included. I don't normally rant about things. This is just, I happen to have it written down because I saw an article the other day. Also, if you're an Oxygen Not Included expert, feel free to chime in if you notice me doing something stupid. Let's see here. Did we get one of those things that lets us... Ah, there it is, the sludge press. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get one of those. We'll slap it right here. Oh, that's big, jeez. All right. I can try to make it work. And how are... Is this working? Hydrogen is flowing. The oxygen is not flowing because we're using all of it, which is good. I want to see that. And I think somebody did mention last week that I'm making way more oxygen than I actually need for the amount of dupes that I have. But I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it, right? Why is nobody doing this job? You guys are all idle. Need to give them some work, I guess. We'll do that. Is there any place else I need to expand into? Bunch of phosphorite. I think the main issue is that the temperature is... Ooh, well that's not good. We should probably get to work on that system, huh? But we have a lot of copper, good. So what I'm thinking is we just run it across like this. And then the question is, do we run it back or do we do it more like this? I think this is probably better, right? Oop, that's not supposed to connect. And then the plan was we pipe in the cold slush, whether that's the brine or the other stuff. And we use that to do all our cooling. Like so. Perfect. Let's see. So we have the cool slush geyser. We did not... This gives us 4,000 4 kilograms, I guess. So this one gives us more. And it's polluted water, which I think has a higher... whatchamacall. So we should use that to do all our cooling. All right, new printable. Let's take a look. We got dirt. And we have some moderately useful dupes. I think we'll stick with getting the gifts for now. Where the water goes. Oh, it goes out like that. Cool. So, if we're going to harness the power of this cool slush geyser... Ooh, this is going to get messy, isn't it? I think we need to do a scaffolding over to here and dig this up and just kind of let all this cold water mix. Because my plan is I want to enclose the cool slush geyser and be able to pump out the slush. And I want to have it enclosed because I don't want anything getting in there to contaminate it. Whether that's ice melting or... Uh-oh, what's going on here? Oh, that's right, I'm sending the duplicates into the locked area. Okay. So we're gonna have some maintenance issues with the hydrogen generators for a while. Oh wait, I don't want it made out of steel. What the heck? No. Better check these. Oh, get rid of that. None of these should be steel. These should be copper because that's what I have. I was gonna say that's what I have a lot of, but I guess I used it all. So they're making more. It's fine. And eventually somebody will get over here and install the ladders, but until then, we'll just have to wait. Unreachable module. So do I need the thing? Oh, I shouldn't have built this on the surface then. If I was just gonna have to... Yeah. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. How do I get up there, though? So I don't have the scaffolding unlocked. I thought that would required research. Oh, yeah, it requires the yellow research. So do I need the gantry to get to it? Maybe? All right, chat. I'm asking for your assistance. Do I need to research the gantry to be able to get to that rocket thing? And also Ari got a skill point. So we're gonna need to, if we want to get into rocket piloting, we're gonna need to go through the research. All right, well, we'll keep rolling. I want to get all this stuff done, but at the same time, I do need to get this done. So pilot boarded, unreachable. I know in the base game you need the scaffolding thing, so we might just have to do that. And to that end, we need a rad bolt generator. Emits generated rad bolts in the direction of your choosing. Finds radioactive ores. I don't want to do that. In the direction of your choosing. Rad bolts will rapidly decay while this building is disabled. So this is all new to me as well. This new research thing. So I think what we need is the materials study consumes rad bolts. All right. So I wonder if it would be better to put it down here next to the radiation, since we know that this uranium is going to be putting out some level of radiation, right? My main concern is I don't want to expose the dupes to too much radiation, but I think we can probably avoid that by just not putting them very close to the radiation itself. Like this. All right, let's try it out. And tab it up. Gonna speed up the time. Oh, I got more stuff to talk about, but how's everybody doing today? We're halfway through the week. Oh, this is still happening. I should have set this up before I started running it, but it should be done now. So we should be able to not ever go in there again, hopefully. Oh, this should be locked. You're new about radiation? Okay. Yeah, I have no idea. I've never worked with it. This is my first time playing through the DLC. So any of the extra DLC stuff is totally new to me. All right, we are gonna get... How am I? Well, Emmykins, I'm glad to hear that you're good. As for me, I am okay. I'm about halfway between being like super good and not being, and being bad. I think okay is the perfect approximation of that. All right, we've got a gas problem, and I don't like it. So we're pumping oxygen through here. I think I set this up so that it would only trigger when there was a non-oxygen gas there. And unfortunately, uh-oh. What is that? Oh, stuff is getting in because there were dupes in here. That's right. Ugh, messes up my whole base if I send dupes in there. Anyway, so yeah, I'm good. Moments with some more folks will stop by tonight. I know Oxygen Not Included is not the biggest draw in the world, but it's always nice when people stop by just to hang out and chat, even if the game's not particularly interesting. Although, I have been thinking about another game that I would like to play. And that game is classic XCOM, a game that I always talk about playing. Because I would really, really like to play that on stream. But I need to make sure the mod I'm playing is allowed on Twitch, because I feel like it probably shouldn't be, but I see people play it, and I guess I'm gonna talk to one of the guys that streams it and see if they're doing anything special to make sure that they don't get in trouble. All right, so we're gonna dig up some lead. And then we need to put... Oh, we need refined metal, right? Let's fire up some more copper. That should give us enough. Is there anything else? Right now, not really. Is there any place we need to sweep? Everything's running pretty smoothly. We're out of sulfur again, though, which is kind of a bummer. We just can't keep up with the demand, I guess. Maybe if I mean, there is more up here, right? If I go up here, get this stuff, that'll give me a little bit more. But eventually we're gonna need to find a more permanent solution. Let's dig this stuff up. Dig that up, dig that up. We'll leave the salt for now. Yeah, radiation is dangerous, Juicy Fruit Snacks. From what I understand, it'll just give radiation poisoning, but I don't know the full extent of it, so I'm just taking it pretty cautiously. I'm gonna limit their direct exposure and use the rad bolts, hopefully at long range, to handle that. If we take the materials study, and we just, can we rotate it? Okay, maybe not. Let's say we put it right here. And we can see that it consumes rad bolts, so we're gonna see if we can just send the rad bolts directly over from the uranium. Maybe we could read about it. Radioactive, radiation sickness. Duplicants who are exposed to radioactive contaminants will need to wear protection or they risk coming down with radiation sickness. Okay, consuming iodine supplements and seafood, blah, blah, blah. Exposure to radiation will kill food poisoning, slime lung, and zombie spores. Nuclear energy. So I'm excited for nuclear energy. I did see when it was initially released in the beta for the DLC, I did watch a short video by Brothgar about it, but I believe that was in the I mean, obviously it's the oh, what? Oh, dang it, guys, come on. You guys are killing me. This is why you can't leave the dupes alone for 5 minutes. They'll suffocate and then pee themselves. All right, well, at least they cleaned it up. And we got some sulfur out of the deal. All right, back to the radiation. Yeah. We're still working on it. Just taking their time. We do have a lot of oxygen, which is good. Even goes up here where we need it. So hopefully oxygen won't be a problem. The main thing is going to be running out of water and this system overheating at some point. Because I want to say that it'll overheat at... what is it? I can restart. Oh, I don't need to restart the day. It's fine. Nothing got ruined. Nobody died. I just get a little frustrated when I don't get a warning that they get stuck. Like anything like duplicate cannot reach blank. Maybe there is one and I just don't notice. All right, so this is not even close to being done. You guys could deliver, that would be great. Okay, here comes, who's that? That is Holly. Oh, that's right, Holly got a name last week. And there we go. All right, I guess Holly just came down here to dig. Oh, there's the copper, here we go. So this also needs power, I guess. Fine. Actually, that's not really fine, is it? All right, we need more copper. You know, guys, I was planning to go to space today, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it. This is another stream where I'm like, we're going to space, guys, and then it doesn't happen for one reason or another. Yeah, that's fine. How's the temperature looking up here? Not too bad. Probably use some ladders. Be able to dig all this up. Because this right here is just a big slurry of frozen or melted ice. Whether it's polluted ice, regular ice, or brine ice. Space! Space! Yes, space. We are in space. But we're not... I mean, technically you're always in space, right? It's just how much of a vacuum are you in? How big is the gravity well that you're currently within the sphere of influence of? In this case, we're on a small planetoid located here, and there are some other potential planetoids out here that we need to go explore, but for some reason the dupes can't find a way to climb up here, so I need to install a way for them to get down here. Oh, all right, I'll talk about Outer Wilds for a bit. Why the heck not? So if you've never played Outer Wilds, first of all, what's wrong with you? Go play it. Second of all, don't learn anything about it before you play it. It is a game where, and this isn't really praise, this is just me explaining. It's a game where you learn things as you play, and those things are key to beating the game. So imagine if you're playing The Legend of Zelda, but instead of getting a bomb, you learned that you could always do something. You just didn't know how. You could just whack the wall with your sword and it would be fine. That's how Outer Wilds is. And you've played it? Okay. Yeah, it's a great game. It's my favorite game of all time. I was hesitant to kind of say that initially, but I just figured it just is. Like, I can't help it. So how does this work? Does it go up? What does this mean? What if I put it here? Does this must turn, right? All right, well, let's start learning how to do that. And we'll see how this whole rad bolt generator thing works. So the game is 10 out of 10. Best game ever. It won Game of the Year for good reason. If it was up to me, the DLC Echoes of the Eye would have won Game of the Year for last year. But I understand why, you know, a lot of places aren't going to do a DLC as a Game of the Year because it's not actually a game. But it absolutely should have. So thank you for that redemption, so I could once again praise the best game ever made. I look forward to... Wait, I gotta power this too? What the heck? Oh my god. Okay. So now we have to run a power cable all the way over here. Ooh. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And of course the dupes haven't even finished making that one, so... It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Next thing we need to do is dig this area out so we can drain this polluted water that's locked up here and start building a room around the cool slush geyser. You're playing Dead Cells? I have been interested in that game. I've never played it, but I watched somebody play it on stream. And it looked really fun, but I have so many games in the backlog. It's like, when do I have time to play a new one? And you know what? Maybe I should make time. Maybe I should stop playing the same old games all the time, getting frustrated with them, and play some Dead Cells. Because that's Dead Cells is the roguelike, right? Or am I thinking of a different game that has a similar name? Oh, that's maybe Risk of Rain. For some reason, I'm thinking Dead Cells is a roguelike. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm a big fan of the roguelikes. You guys know my love of Spelunky and Spelunky 2, I'm sure. Or I've mentioned it on stream at some point. And I like Slay the Spire. I like actual roguelikes. You know, with the ASCII graphics and the going around. And the turn-based combat. Okay, so Dead Cells is a roguelike. So Ash, thank you very much. FTL, yes, FTL. I don't know. I have issues with FTL, but I don't think it's bad. I think it's a good game. I have that perspective on a lot of games. It's a good game, but it's not for me, and I think that's the healthiest way you can look at like a media that is like entertainment wise. Like not every genre, not every game, not every movie is gonna appeal to someone, and that's okay. You gotta know what you like. It's like streaming, right? So I might not like watching Amaranth dance around in her lingerie, but there's a lot of guys and maybe some girls that do like that, and it's not that it's a bad stream, it's just not for me. Dead Cells is punishing and very rewarding, so it's like Spelunky, which is probably heavier on the punishment end, to be honest. And we got chlorine in here. That's not good. How did we run out of carbon dioxide? Uh-oh. We might need to start pumping carbon dioxide further down. Although we're not actually making carbon dioxide, are we? Where's it all going? Weird. Okay, well, we'll just have to deal with it for now. So I'll have to check out Dead Cells because I really like Spelunky. I like roguelikes. I like punishing games that are fair. Obviously, if it's a game where it's just totally unfair and random, that can be fun too, but not usually. This machine needs uranium. I think this one right here, I think just absorbs the radiation around it and then shoots it over into these little holes. I'm hoping that's how it works, because that's how I'm operating under the assumption that that's how it works. And as you guys know, I hate setting something up and then having it not work. I'm sure most people feel the same way. But I don't want to set it up and then have to redo it if I can help it. So let's take a look here. So this is going to be our incoming cold liquid. And it's going to pass through here. It's going to heat up. Check what's the output temperature. Ooh, that's getting kind of toasty. Okay, Okay, it's fine for now. We'll live with it. We just got to remember that cooling is going to become a priority eventually. Gonna need another ladder for that. And how is this going? The power is still being set up. Gotcha. So this should, yeah, this spits out 59 rads, which then is going to go over here. And then we should just be able to research it. You don't have to be sorry, Juicy Fruit Snacks. It's okay. Like we're as in the dark on this together. We're both as in the dark as each other. The blind leading the blind out here. All right, so this does something. Then what is? Do I have to look at this? What's going on here? It's not shooting anything. Okay. Let's read. Maybe we can use our... Okay. Emits generated rad volts in the direction of your choosing when the set radiation... Oh, okay. Oh, it takes 480 power. Oh my goodness. So it needs to charge up first. Then what? I'm a little concerned that the wire is gonna go over. But I think we're gonna be okay. Nuclear Throne is very punishing. Nothing more than hardcore roguelike for the sake of it. Yes. There are a lot of punishing games, and some of them I like, some of them I don't like. Building will emit a rad bolt in the chosen. How much does it take to get a rad bolt? Jeez. 5 per cycle? That's it? Alright, we'll let it do that. While we try to figure out our next. More dirt? Okay, I'll take it. So as far as punishing games that I like, obviously XCOM, Spelunky. That's almost kind of it, honestly. I can't think of any that I play regularly. Like I've played some a little bit, done some on and off, but I tend to come back to the same ones over and over. I think something like that. And maybe on the other side too, in case I need to pump out to... No, that's dumb. Do it like this. And to make sure this lines up properly. There's one. It's not quite online, but it's close enough, I think. If we do this, and we let the water flow into a little cup down here, and it should just get pumped right out. Work with that. As for the top, it can just look like that. And if we do a mesh, we can't do a mesh like that. We'd have to go down one more. Put a mesh tile over the top, and it should just do its thing, flow down here, and then get pumped right out. I like it. And oh, that's not quite high enough, is it? Hang on. Let's fix that. Like so. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. I just like to keep things very orderly, regimented. I don't know what the best word to use here would be, but I want it to be online with the rest of our stuff here. So if that's the case, then I suppose I would want to do this. Yeah, we'll do it like that. We put the pump down here, we pump the water out to wherever. I guess it's going down here. It runs through here to warm up, and at the same time it'll cool down the electrolyzers as it passes by. And then it should be warm enough that we can sieve it without a problem. I'll have to run it through 2 sieves because they can each handle 1 or half a kilogram per second. So how does this work? It's going to generate 50 rad bolts eventually. Gotcha. Well, like I said, we'll leave it alone for now. And keep working up here. So a nice liquid pump is what we need. And nobody should be idle now. We'll see if that is in fact the case. How was the Gardic phone was so much fun last night. Oh man. That was great playing with that many people. I think we were up to 6, which I think is the sweet spot for me. Because if it has too many, then it goes too long per round. And if you don't have enough, there's not enough decay, I guess would be the word, between the original prompt and the final drawing. But it was great. We had some memes were born. We had Star Chad, which I think has been a meme in the channel previously, but it came up during Gardic Phone. We had a horse, which became Jar Jar Binks. What else? Emmykins can probably remember better than me all the different things that happened. But yeah, it was great. If you get a chance, I'll see if I can't do it again next week, because we were on Alien stream last night, but we'll be over on my stream next week, and we'll see if we can't get a couple rounds in between whatever we're doing next Tuesday. Oh, I should get some clips. The VOD is, I'll have to ask Alien because she's got the VOD. It was on her channel. I'll see if she can't get some clips and put them out there. Make a little clip show, put it on YouTube. Best of Gardic Phone. And that's the great thing about that game is anybody from chat can just join. Well, okay. I guess you don't want like trolls joining and drawing like stuff that's violates TOS. For the most part, as long as you are relatively comfortable with the people in chat, you can have people joining, and it's a lot of fun. Okay, so we gotta still waiting on the rad bolts. Still digging up this stuff. Let's get we'll save the airlock for last, actually. What's the water doing? The water is relatively cold because we have a bunch of ice, which is good. And just speed up time. Keep rolling. Uploads a link to Reddit just before. Yeah. The only thing I've ever posted to Reddit from the stream has been the Jeb's Dead clip, which got pretty popular on the Kerbal Space Program subreddit for a while. But I haven't ever really, nothing ever really happens on this stream that I find clip worthy, and maybe I'm biased because I'm the one running it. So I haven't had a good opportunity to clip anything. And also, in addition to that, I'm, trying to stream, so trying to figure out when to clip stuff is difficult for me. How much? We got a bunch of chlorine saved up. 57 kilograms. This is still charging up, okay. I'm curious how many rad bolts it takes to do one. I'm hoping it's... The minimum threshold is 50. Gotcha. Well, at least this area is coming along nicely. If a bit slowly. do some more tile. Yeah, we're gonna have to do tile, aren't we? And this is free real estate to run our piping. The only concern is gonna be this, which is supposed to run polluted water somewhere. We're not quite, haven't quite decided where that's gonna go just yet. Probably we can run that to, what are we doing on? Everybody's pretty healthy. We can run that to our fertilizer factory or whatever we're making. Is this reachable? It should be, right? Because it's 3 on top of this cool slush geyser. There we go. We'll get it all built eventually. Okay. Have you guys, I think I've showed it on stream. Has everybody in the stream right now seen the new Star Shard art? Because you guys know about, you guys know my, wait, I don't have a be right back. Okay, well, you guys have seen my starting screen, right? On my transition. So this was the original, this is the original, what do I call it? The art that I got done originally for the character. But I went ahead, and because, like I said, I got 100 followers, I preemptively got some new art, which is just the character. So let me find it here. It's in here somewhere, I swear. There it is. Can I? Nope. You know, they don't make this easy, do they? Okay, there we go. So this is the new art that I got, which I think is more, I like the color a little bit more because it's more crystalline. And I plan to use this going forward for any new art that I get done. Does not currently have any clips. That's okay, we can always get more. That stuff's easy to come by. Just got to go through the VOD. Anyway, so that is the new art for the character. I'm gonna eventually get some new emotes done using that. I'll probably actually make them myself because it's not that hard to make emotes. It's hard to make good emotes, I guess, but it's not hard to just slap a picture into a small little area and call it an emote. Can the dupes reach this? Should be able to. Just have to be patient, I guess. Temperature is still very cold. And we are going to need to clean out this ice, so we should go ahead and make an extra storage bin. It is just for ice, because this one's full. Thought about etching my logo onto his shoulder or somewhere on the body. I don't really have a logo. If you mean my profile picture, it's not really, I don't know that I'd consider it a logo per se. It's just, you know, some crystal shards, which when I think of Star Shard, I think shards of a crystal, because obviously a star is made of plasma. There's nothing to break off. I mean, it would be kind of cool if he was literally a small star, but then we're getting into oh, what was that old Sega Genesis game that I can't remember how to pronounce, and I can't even think of the name. Does anybody know off the top of their head, or am I gonna have to look it up because it's gonna bug me? He's like a little star man, and he has long arms, and he attacks enemies by throwing out his arms, grabbing onto them, and then throwing his body at the enemies. Let's see. So this is currently, I wonder if we can analyze this. Get our scientist up here. Yeah, he's just a ball of pure energy. I guess the Nova kids from Starbound would be like that, right? They're like fragments of a star or something like that. But no. When I created the name 20 years ago, designing my new username for the online experience, I was inspired by Kirby and the Crystal Shards, a game for the Nintendo 64. And the only Kirby game that I've ever played. Oh, that's true. Yeah, there's the Crystal fellas from FTL. Wait a minute. Hang on, I gotta look up what those look like. Da-da-da. Are they? They're not the Zoltan, are they? Crystal and Zoltan. Wait a minute. This looks awfully familiar. Chad, I'm a little concerned that that my character is a little bit you know, I mean, crystal golems and that type of stuff have existed long before I made the character, right? I'm not being original. But that's uncanny. They must be related or something. Uh-oh. Frankie is having a problem today. He's got hypothermia. It's all right, Frankie. You'll get through it. It's fine. They explode on death? Is that good or bad? That seems, well, I guess if they're dead, it doesn't matter if they explode. But it'll probably hurt the enemies. But in FTL, losing somebody is kind of bad, right? And we have so much food. And we have so much ice again. Wow. But we still don't have rad bolts. Great. And Frankie is having some problems. Don't worry, Frankie, you'll be fine. We'll get you fixed up later. We should probably... we need to put piping in first, don't we? We'll use igneous rock here. Like so. There we go. We'll use a liquid bridge. Like that. There we go. They throw their body around the room to lock the doors to stop enemies escaping. And Emmykins has linked to the VOD from last night, in case anyone is interested. Obviously, it's, 3 hours long, so don't feel like you have to. But if you want to scrub around a bit, see if there's anything particularly choice. We started off with marbles, and then we looked at some articles, and then we finished off with Gardic Phone. So Gardic Phone is going to be the last, probably hour or so. Alrighty, we're getting the piping in, which is great. Still waiting on the rad bolts, but that's okay. This has now become my main focus for this evening. I want to make sure that I get this whole thing set up. That way I can prevent the electrolysis cells from overheating, which could become a problem. Especially with all this extra heat we're generating here. We don't have a way to delete heat just yet. But we do need to be careful. I guess we could just heat up some hydrogen and vent it to space. But I'm kind of relying on the hydrogen to make power right now. Waiting on all this stuff. But once this is all built up, we can seal it off, like so. And then this whole area should be relatively, I don't know, separated. There shouldn't be any debris down here. There's some abyssalite, but that's okay. Is there anything else that we need to sweep out, actually? We could sweep out this cell. This is locked. These are all locked. We should lock this. And then we can sweep out this. In preparation for the day that may never come that we need 6 electrolysis machines cranking out oxygen. I don't know what the ETA on that would be. Yeah, those are linked up now. As for the other stuff, we should do something like this, I think. Because I'm going to put the sieves right over here so they can just quickly sieve the water and then run it through the pipeline, which is, I guess, right here. All right. So we're off to the races now. So we can actually turn... We can get rid of this liquid bridge and stop the flow of water. Although, hang on. We might have a problem because this is not currently erupting. So that could prove to be an issue. But I think it'll be okay. Liquid reservoir would be helpful. In fact, we just do it like that. Oh, that's nice. That is right on target. Well, we still haven't finished this. Well, we'll leave them to that. We got digging to do. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. Yep, okay. So everything is already built according. Hola, Vulcan Rider. Thanks for stopping by for Oxygen Not Included. I hope you're having a great night. Like I was saying earlier, I am having an okay week so far, and by extension, an okay night, but it's always, streaming is always the highlight of my day, so I'm feeling much happier now than I was at work for probably obvious reasons. And I'm looking forward to the day when I can stream longer and more often. And that day may never come, but I will still look forward to it regardless. New printables. Ooh, I didn't hear the ding. Let's check it out. Oxylite. Yes. Thank you. Never going to turn down Oxylite. All right, so this area is now sealed up. We've got the water ready to go. We just need to get some electricity. Like so. And then this pump will be ready, but it is currently dormant. So it's only active 73.6 cycles out of every 129.4 cycles. Which is more than half, I think. But we will also need to rely on the cool salt slush geyser in addition to this cool slush geyser, I think. I don't know for sure. Okay, let's get this dug up and get this extended. Oh, that's going to be more sulfur too. That's nice. And then we're going to want some tiles. Like so. And now everybody can get back to work. Good. All right, what else did I... So I showed off the new art. Like I said, it's just... All it is a character design sheet, basically. It's got the front, it's got the side, it's got the back. So any new stuff and the stuff that is replacing the old stuff is going to have that new design. But it's going to take time to go through all that. It's going to take time to make the emotes. It's going to take time to make the new screens. And in fact, I was just talking to possibly an alien who is an artist, those of you who don't know her. Well, I think most of you probably do. And she said she would be interested in making some splash screens. So hopefully we can get that worked out. Because I'd much rather work with somebody that I know and can communicate with regularly and bounce ideas off than somebody on Fiverr, which is what I was doing before. It's like, it's great, I got what I wanted, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's like going to a store. Like, you pick the thing out and then you do the thing and then that's all you get, you're done. And then we're gonna run insulated piping like this. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then all you do is you run regular pipe like this. There we go, we did it. A nice, well-designed little thing. She's, yeah, she's doing art. This is her art night, in fact. I think she's drawing a scene, an imaginary scene from Mass Effect. So, and she's been playing through Mass Effect, which has been very frustrating for me because, I don't know, I don't know anything about Mass Effect, and watching it isn't my favorite thing to do. So I'm excited for her to finish it so we can get her some different games to play. Ooh. Seriously, where is all the carbon dioxide going? And where am I getting natural gas from? Is this thing is still dormant, isn't it? Oh no, it's active right now. Oh. I did not realize. Okay then. Oh, we've been filling up the reservoirs, I see. That's awesome. Okay then, we're good. And this is dormant? It is, okay, it's gonna start being active in 10 cycles, so we should get prepared for that. Get some more liquid reservoirs set up. I think 5 should be good, probably. Might be overkill, in fact. Go up, over, yeah. So we go up, over, 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 and then down. Like that. And hopefully them being up here in the cold will keep the water cold until I need it to be warm. And then hopefully it'll be warm by then, because otherwise we're gonna be having some issues with ice, which is not what you want happening, because it'll break your pipes if the water is still too cold when it comes through the sieve. And I would like to try to avoid that. Oh shoot, we need more wiring. Great. Let's do that then. How about up here? Oh, we finished the digging at least. That's nice to see. And anything else that is currently giving us trouble? Nope. Natural gas geyser's doing its thing. The rad thing is still absorbing rads. Another... hello, Vulcan Rider. Welcome back. What's up with you? And what else do we need? Also, feel free if you guys, I try my best to keep the conversation going, but if you have something you want to bring up, you want to hear my my take on it. Jump right in. I am here for you guys. Without viewers, the stream is nothing. It is non-existent. It's just me playing games, and I can do that whenever. And I don't even have to put on a clean shirt. I think this is clean. It's probably clean. Probably fine. And so what do I find entertaining? I guess I should start with that, right? If I'm going to be a streamer and I want to be entertaining, what do I think is entertaining? Well, I like things that are funny. What are some things that are funny? Is that a Shia LaBeouf just do it emote? That's great. See, I find that funny. So what do I need to do to be funny, to be entertaining, that I know I can do? And 6 people are idle. These are the things I think about, you see. Is how can I be funny? Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna have to run like this. And then like that. And then it doesn't matter because we're still out of copper anyway. Cool. Been a long week. Sorry about the marble thing. No, that's okay. Like I always say, if you've got something better to do than watch the stream, then go do that. I don't want you to, what's the word? Like sacrifice your fun for my fun, if that makes any sense. Like, yes, I like it when people are on the stream, but I don't want people to be here because they feel obligated to. Don't want to make that out of steel. So we'll turn that off. Make sure none of this is made of steel. It's not. Good. You guys are idle again, huh? All right, we better find something for them to do. They're getting antsy. All right, how about this? How about you guys use mesh tiles? Like that. That looks like a good use of your time. We'll get rid of that because I don't think we need to empty anything right now. Oh, brine? We don't have any brine. So that is my philosophy on the stream. Watch it if you can, and if you want to. If either one of those things is not met, then do the other thing. Again, I have the same philosophy when I watch people. Like, am I busy? Is this entertaining right now? Is this helping me stay, I don't know, distracted or making my day easier? Which, oh my gosh, streams absolutely vital to get me through my work day. For a long time, it was just YouTube videos. And then I discovered that people streamed while I'm working and not just when I'm at home. So now I can watch that. So you're having issues getting Jeb home from the mun, huh? And I assume you've already talked with Urban about it. What's the part that you're finding irritating? Because maybe you're starting from a position that is unwinnable. I think that you might have to take that into consideration. Red Bolt are still generating. The natural gas reserves are filling up. This is great. I'm glad to see that. We might even have to build some more down here just to keep everything under control. Did you guys see that thing that I had from the other day? Hang on. I want to show this again because this was like the dumbest thing I had ever seen. Oh, never mind. I linked it to possibly an alien. I can just bring it up. Gotta be in here somewhere. There it is. Oh, can I save this? I can save the image. And save it to my downloads. All right, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna bring this up. Ah, wrong one. Okay. So these are the server rules for the Discord. Prepare yourselves. First off, server rules apply in all of these cases. Do not friend request or target other Wigglies. Of course, we're playing together, and there will be conversations and cooperation, but keep it to a minimum towards other Wigglies. Also, friend requesting or playing together in games like VRChat, Among Us, etc. together when I'm not hosting it are not allowed. Of course, my Minecraft and Terraria servers are perfectly fine to game with each other on 21/7. Just don't organize group activities without me, even if it's just with one other Wiggly. Focus on individual grinding and save new major events/bosses for the Twitch stream. And as always, keep the focus on myself and my content. Also, as mentioned in server rule number 1 and in my Patreon disclaimer, active streamers/YouTubers cannot claim these rewards or even be in my server. If at any point you start streaming or making YouTube vids, you will lose your rewards and you will be removed from my server. If you witness someone violating this, let me know. So there you go. Oh, I gotta move it up a little bit for you. There you go. So that is the server rules for the Discord. Read and heed, everyone. And we're back. So let's see what Vulcan Rider has to say now that I've finished my interruption. You were sick, that's right, and you got back to it. You did a quick save. When you hit F9, it didn't reload. Oh. You may have summoned the Kraken. You might just want to start over at that point. Turning wheel or mono? What? You guys ever read something and you're sure that the person knows what they're talking about, but you don't know what they're talking about? That's what just happened to me. To control the ship. Oh, okay. You're asking if he's using SA or reaction wheels or monoprop. I'm assuming he's using reaction wheels. Do you have power in the ship? That would be my first thing to check. You don't have electricity. Still not even close. We have 9 idlers. We should probably take a quick break from that and finish this, as well as the wire bridge. Like that. Oh, this spaghetti is starting to get to me. I don't even like pasta. And here I am throwing it all over the colony. What a shame. All right, guys, back to work. I've given you your jobs. Make more copper. And probably start actually mining more copper. We're starting to run a little low. Some coal over here as well we can get while we're in the area. And there's more over here that we don't really have good access to. Let's see if we can resolve that. There we go. All right, we'll go grab all that. And what else is going on? Oh, we're paused. I should unpause. Could really help. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who's making stuff out of steel? No. We do not make things out of steel. Stop it. Get out of copper. Last thing I want is to waste my steel making power lines. This will be all powered up. The water should start flowing in 8.8 cycles. And this should be water somewhere around here. Uh-oh. Oh, we're not making oxygen anymore. Right. Yeah, that's maybe we don't do that just yet. Hang on. This is bad. Put a liquid bridge in. Yes. We put both of these places so I can remove them if I need to later. There. And there. And then do this. Keep the oxygen flowing. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, we're not making oxygen anymore. Good to check on. Glad I caught that. We do still have oxygen like floating around, but we're gonna need to make lots more. Temperature is still looking okay. This is done. Okay, the water's flowing again. What? Uh-oh. Okay, we're going overboard here. We may need to break off a piece. Or we could just finish doing the copper. Because once we have everything switched over, then you have up to 2,000 watts on each line. Which I don't think we're quite at that level yet, so that'll buy us a little bit of time. Something like that. Get a ladder up there. I got power or solar power? Oh, Vulcan. Yeah, Vulcan. Like I said, do you have electricity on in your craft? Because if you run out of electricity, your reaction wheels no longer work, and you will start tumbling if you don't have your engine on to gimbal for you. More copper, more copper, more coal. Good. And keep smelting copper. Let's go. That's the temperature. Temperature's looking fine. That's exactly it. All right, we've solved your problem. I'm glad we could help. Ooh, do I want... I think we take the omelets here. We don't have salt. What the heck? Gotta get some salt going. It's copper. Yeah, I got salt. Let's do that. Salt to table salt. Do like 10 of them. Now what to do? It's gonna be kind of tough without electricity, to be honest. What kind of engine do you have on your rocket to get off the mun? Because this has happened to me in the past, and really the only way you can... If you don't have enough Delta V, if you're already on the very thin edge of not having enough Delta V, you're probably not going to be able to pull it off. You'll need to send a rescue craft. But if you have some extra Delta V, then you can use your engine as gimbaling, turn it on to a very low setting, just to give you a little bit. Oh, you have 1440? Okay, you're fine. I don't think the Thumper has an alternator, so that's not going to help you generate power. But what I would do is use the engine. Oh shoot, does the Thumper have... Hold on, let me look it up. KSP Thumper. And you don't have the thumper because that's a solid booster. So it's got to be something that's not a thumper. Water is still not flowing yet. That's okay. Getting there. Got our weird, like, mixing pond of brine and polluted water and regular water here. The smallest liquid fuel engine. I doubt it's the smallest, because that would be like the ant. It's probably the spark. Oh, maybe not actually. Can you right click on it and it should tell you what it is? It's either the spark or it's the terrier. Assuming you're doing science mode. But if it's a landing craft, then it's probably the spark. Or it's probably the terrier, the 909. It's the terrier, okay. So that does not have an alternator. So what you're gonna have to do, does it have gimbaling? I assume it does. Gimbal, gimbal, gimbal. Thrust vectoring 4 degrees. So it does have gimbaling. So what you're gonna need to do is use the engine to give you maneuverability. And you can still use the SAS, but it's only going to work while the engine is running. And you're on the surface of the Mun right now? So from the surface, what you need to do is you need to burn like you're taking off from Kerbin and go east and try to get into a 20,000 or 20 kilometer orbit around the Mun. And then from there, you can follow the instructions that Urban gave you for getting back to Kerbin. Did this ever shoot the rads? No, not yet. Okay, fair enough. I guess I am taking the roundabout way. This is still not done its thing yet. So what, we're just going to replace all the wiring with copper? Okay, here we go. Guess we're going to have to eventually anyway, so might as well start. And, oop, went too far. We'll just let the dupes do their thing. Making copper and replacing all the parts. Look at him go. So, while we're talking about being entertaining, what do you guys like? Why do you guys who are watching me? I guess you guys are already watching me, so it's not a great example. But I'm trying to think of different things that I can do on stream, whether that's funny voices, which I sometimes do anyways, or telling jokes, telling stories about my life, which I apparently have a lot of. I just tend not to think about them because they're my life. They're not interesting to me. What else? What else? What else? I mean, we could just talk about other things that are funny, TV shows, other streamers. I'm not picky. I'm a little picky. But I want people to come here. I want there to be a community people feel comfortable hanging out in and chatting, talking about things. Everybody likes listening to the melodious sound of my voice. And I could use your help in finding a way to achieve that. What is this? Just a bunch of algae? 20 tons of algae. Holy cow. I guess if we need to go back to using the oxygen diffusers, we can do that. What do I enjoy doing? You know, I've been thinking about this and I don't know. I thought I liked playing games, but sometimes they're just frustrating. And I don't know, I like the idea of my channel being a self-propelled engine, if that makes sense. Because there's a big streamer that I watch, and half the fun, or if not more than half of the fun, is being in there with all the chatters. And I would like it if I don't know, I was kind of like in charge of that type of environment. Interacting with the streamer and making jokes and talking to regulars and all that kind of stuff. Making memes. Creating new emotes from scratch, basically. But maybe I need to try some new games on stream, because obviously doing the same thing, people come back for the same thing. But trying new things, new people can find it. And generally, old people, if they've been here long enough, will tend to stick around no matter what I'm doing. Except for the weird Asmund. Who is Asmund? Asmund Gold? You would watch me try Dead Cells? I would watch me try Dead Cells. All right, I'll, you know what? My Friday is free this week. I'll do some Dead Cells. Why not? We'll give it a go. Just totally fresh. I've never played it. See how well I can do. I should probably start handing out some of these. Maybe not, though. I don't think my morale's... Oh, okay. Well, she can take that. Masterworks. Catalina. Electrical engineering could be useful. Frankie, I think, is already kind of maxed out. Grumpy is fine. Holly could do digging, I guess. Whatever. She's kind of a jack of all trades. I should pick games that allow me to interact with chats. Yeah, that's one of the things that is my criteria for picking a game, is it has to stream well, is what I call it. And that's just, people have to be engaged. It has to be easy to watch, and it has to be easy for me to interact with chat while I'm playing it. Plumbing. And Stinky, you're just gonna stay Stinky. What else do we got here? But I think things like Spelunky and things like probably Dead Cells are good games for that, because there is downtime. I can take a look at the chat from time to time. It's not 100% action all the time. And I've watched other people play it, and I've enjoyed watching those streams. So I think that'll work. Games like Oxygen Not Included and those type of colony building games, stuff like RimWorld as well, can be a little, I don't know, tough to get into. Oh, Noita does have chat integration too. I'll have to look into that. I have a friend who loves Noita. It's the same one who likes RimWorld and FTL. Occasionally our taste in games overlap, if only briefly. This thing is still going, huh? That's fine. We should be able to get the power going here. Let's link these up together. And this actually... What is even on this? It seems like it has a lot. Oh, okay, because the sieves are on it as well. Yeah, we don't want to overload this one just yet. We'll focus on getting this one unoverloaded first. Skyrim with chat integration. If that existed, I would happily do it. but I don't think it exists. And I don't even know how it would work. What would the integration consist of exactly? It does? Wait, Skyrim has integration? Oh god. Alright, I'll have to look into that too. For as much as I complain about how much I hate Skyrim, I guess I have to live up to that and play through it. Establish several colonies, blah blah blah. Survive 200 cycles, maintain 60 morale. What else? Nah, we're still waiting on the fixing for the wires. Is there any way we can... No, because this is already overloaded as well. Dang. Just gonna need more copper. Prove how much I hate it. All that would require is me going to Riverwood and being like, okay, here's a game-breaking glitch. I guess we're done playing for the day. Dreamwell is not necessarily the same as allowing chat interaction, like MechWarrior DCS. Other games that require concentration will draw fans of the game, but chat could suffer. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, it has to have a combination of... Or are you saying Streamwell is in bring in viewers? Because when I say Streamwell, I mean I have to both be able to interact with chat, and chat has to be able to interact with what's going on the stream. Here we go. Should have some more too. All right, all right. It's working, it's working. And that should actually cover that whole area. That's true. Like, with Kerbal Space Program, that happened. So I had been streaming for maybe a month before I tried KSP on stream. And that was my biggest stream up to that point. And at that point I realized, oh, I guess I should probably stream this because people seem to like watching it. I gotta stay hydrated, holy cow. Yeah, my water bottle's leaking. So I think it's important to at least stream occasionally in categories that are going to bring fresh people in. At least acknowledge what we say. Oh, okay. You're talking about, yeah. Have you guys ever gone into a stream, like you've never been to that stream before, and you go in and the chat's kind of dead, and you type in the chat and you wait and you wait and you wait, and then the guy looks down, says, oh hey, and then goes back to not saying anything? Yeah, that's when I turn off the stream, because I can get non-interaction on a YouTube video. Live streaming is for interaction, unless you're, you know, super big and then you just don't care anymore. But that's a whole different animal that you have to deal with, right? Vulcan Rider has mentioned a sub brief. He was a 20-plus-year-old Navy submarine sonarman. He used to play Cold Waters. LC stories. It was the perfect storm of chat, and he usually has a few hundred in his chat. Holy moly. I wish I had more interesting stories to tell, but I don't. The thing about my stories is they need some kind of prompt. There has to be, it has to tie back to what's going on in the game or what someone said in chat. I mean, I could sit here and say, I lived in Hawaii. I used to go to the beach a lot. We would stay at the hotel on Waikiki Beach that was owned by the military for military people to stay at. I hiked up Diamond Head one time and it was pretty cool. All my funny army stories are only funny because I didn't like being in the army. And they're mostly going to be about how much I hated PT or how badly I did at something that was probably important to somebody. And that's why I've been trying to... What have I been trying to do? Mostly remember things, because like I've said in the past, I spent a lot of time trying to forget all the cringeworthy things that happened when I was younger. But now that it's a total goldmine of content. Ash174 wants to know, why there? Why did my family stay at the hotel that was for military families or government people? Because it was cheap. And where else would you stay? You're on a it wasn't really a vacation, right? It's a 30-minute drive from where we live to Honolulu. I don't actually know why we went to that hotel so often. And what else? I went to a school on Oahu called Kanoalani Elementary School, which was not on base. This was weird, right? When we first moved there, I would have been 5 or 6. And we didn't have housing on base right away, so we lived in a town somewhere, I don't know, on Oahu. It's not that big. But we lived in this town, and I started going to a local school. And when we did get on base housing, my mom wanted to keep us in the school that we had been going to. So every morning we had to drive about 20 to 30 minutes to take me to this school. And I was one of maybe 3 blonde kids. I used to have blonde hair, if you can believe it. I used to have hair, if you can believe that. And oh, this is a good story, actually. So one of the kids that had blonde hair was my sister, and the other one was just another boy who I did not know. And one time when I'm going out to recess, a CPO or JPO, which is like a hall monitor, right? They stop me and ask, "Hey, did you change your shirt?" And I'm thinking to myself, I mean, yes, I change my shirt every day. It's clean. And they're like, "Okay, you're coming with me." And I somehow had gotten mistaken for the other blonde kid in this school and had to sit out recess because that kid got in trouble. And that is my racial profiling story. Nature Trail to Hell, an homage to the Weird Al song. I didn't have to ever do remedial PT. I just was bad. I never did more than the bare minimum. I had no desire to get better, and I never felt like I was improving. I know for a fact, though, that there was a point where I was actually in pretty decent shape. It lasted maybe 3 months. And it was when I was stationed in Texas, or when I was going to school in Texas. All right, Emmykins is back, so she didn't get to hear the racial profiling story. We'll just keep that between us. Okay. What were we doing? I think it might be time to make some lead suits, guys. All right, she says she heard most of it. I guess that's fine. Is there a way we can make more radiation? Okay, let's read about this. Emits radiation, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Rad bolts are necessary, blah, blah, blah. So we got 4 out of 20 with 50 rad bolts, which isn't really a lot. But I guess we'll leave that as is for now. You missed the racial I just told it. Where were you? The TLDR is me and other blonde kid at my school we're got mixed up, and I had to sit out recess because he did something wrong. And then eventually the school had to apologize to me because I told my mom, and she, I guess, made a big stink about it, which is fair. Like, you shouldn't get in trouble because of something someone else did. But maybe I'll clip that story and put it on YouTube or something. People seem to like that kind of stuff. So that's that story. I don't want to burn all my stories though. I don't have that many. I gotta keep them in my back pocket for a rainy day when lots of people are here and the chat has slowed to a crawl. Ooh, gold. Yes. Just call me Yukon Cornelius because we just found gold. All right, nobody is doing anything. We need to start doing some radiation. Refines radioactive ores to generate rad bolts. Okay, so this would also work, I guess. Only problem is we got stuff in the way. So you guys are on Twitch. You guys are smart. What is the best way to get more people to watch the stream? And I know the big answer is be on the top of the list of the game that you're playing, because then anybody looking for that game is going to see you and say, oh, I go check this guy out. He's #1. He must be doing something right. Now, I can't control that. That's not a thing. You're listening to me and my twin sister. Well, tell her I say hi. And ask her why she never calls me. We actually, me and my sister did used to get mistaken for twins. We're only like a year apart. And we looked very similar as kids. I guess as siblings often do. And we want to go that way. And what do you mean no fabrications queued? Discover new ingredient. Oh, I guess we need to dig this up. All right, let's dig it up. Dig up the uranium. Anyway. Uranium ore to rad bolts and depleted uranium. Yes, please. So what was I saying? Right. So I know you meant possibly an alien. We look so similar. We could almost be twins. Oh my goodness. Okay, Raiders, before you click off the stream, hear me out. What do you get when you watch me? You get a very handsome and funny man playing games that you might enjoy. And also, I'm a friend of Grumpy Thumper. So, you know, you want to help everybody out. You help me out, I help him out. It all works out for everybody. But you've heard my spiel. Now you can leave the stream if you so desire. Thank you for the raid, Grumpy. I hope the Star Sector went well today. I know you were having trouble before. You think the cat ears will bring people in? Is it, if you go to Twitch right now and you search for Oxygen Not Included, can you actually see the pink kitty ears in the webcam on the thumbnail? Because I might need to make that a little bit bigger to make it more clear that I am in fact a grown man wearing pink kitty ear headphones. You lost another fleet on your easy campaign. Ooh, boy. And I thought I had trouble with that game. Starting to wonder. Does this seriously make one rad bolt at a time? Okay. Mostly safe, huh? Well, here's hoping. There's gotta be the least efficient way to make rad bolts. Don't blame chat for your mistakes, Grumpy. Also, Grumpy, you've officially been made a VIP. I have decided that the people that I'm going to make VIPs are going to be people that I have streamed with. And since we did our stream on Friday, you have been added to the ranks of the VIP. So if you feel like you should be a VIP, don't feel left out. Currently it's a very strict, like, criteria to get in. Chat does chat things. Yeah, the streamitis is real. That's one of the reasons I like playing this game on stream. It's because you have a lot more leeway. It's not an action game where you have to be hyper focused. Even if something goes wrong, you can usually go fix it while still keeping the game going. All right. Are we doing research or what, guys? This is seriously... Okay, let's see. How many rads is this? This is 46 rads. Up here, it's 125 rads. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. It wasn't chat's fault that Jeb died. I just think that chat should share some of the blame for Jeb's death because they were talking about Kerbal Space Program erotic fan fiction. And I couldn't just let that go ignored. Like, imagine someone comes into your chat and they start talking about their new Sonic X Blaze the Cat fan fiction that they just wrote. You can't ignore that. It demands to be engaged with. I want to know why they picked Blaze the Cat when everybody knows that Sonic should be paired up with Tails. Or maybe Knuckles, depending on how spicy you want to get with the story. I guess you could always do a self-insert as well, if that's your jam. Personally, I wouldn't be into Sonic. He doesn't seem like a great boyfriend, but somebody might. Somebody for everybody, right? Okay. Can we get rid of this and swap it with a valve? Are we back seating or front seating? Honestly, if you're good at auction not included, feel free to front seat. I won't even get mad. Okay. Still waiting on this thing to become active, huh? 4 more cycles. Dang. It's taking forever. Well, hopefully it pays off. All the power is good. Ruby is having a heck of a time with that rad bolt generator. Holy cow. Radiation lamp emits radiation when powered. It can be collected by a rad bolt generator. I see. Oh, there's Fuzzatron. Hi, Fuzzatron. The oxygen step has been completed. It's always nice to hear that people are listening, even if I don't see them in chat. So, thank you for making your voice heard. And I get it. Some people, you know, for whatever reason, don't want to talk in chat or don't feel comfortable talking in chat. That's fine. Everybody's idle. I need to find something for them to do. Is there any work that could be done around the colony? I guess we could start enclosing some of these other areas. Like so. Although that's probably going to require some ladder work. Go up, up, up. There we go. So what, I guess we should probably talk about the goal of the game, right? In order to win... Nope. Okay. Where did I just saw it someplace very easy that would have been very helpful. And now I don't remember where. Okay, forget it. There are 3 different ways to win. One of them is building a really good colony that all your dupes like living in. One of them is escaping through a hole in space-time, and the other one is discovering a bunch of artifacts. Let's see. So, Vulcan Rider says, since COVID, sometimes I'll just lurk in channels. Yeah, that's valid. What really matters is that you're enjoying yourself. It's like I said before. If you're not enjoying yourself, go do something that you enjoy. Life is too short to do things that you don't enjoy. Like, nobody likes to go to work. Your watching Twitch stream should not feel like work. I'm sure there's somebody, maybe Limmy. Well, isn't he Irish or from the UK? So he's probably not streaming right now. But if somebody like Limmy or Kit Boga or somebody else that you really like is streaming, don't feel obligated to come in here, throw your view at me. Don't go to work. Yeah, don't go to work. Very important. That's my #1 rule, which unfortunately I have to break most days. And let me tell you, it makes me mad that I have to be the responsible one, and I have to go to work, and I have to do all these things. And then I come on to Twitch and I see people whose entire job is just hanging out and chatting and having fun all day. Very discouraging. Like, I was in Urban Ventures stream earlier. He was playing Kerbal Space Program. And some guy came in and just dropped 85 gift subs. And he's Urban Ventures, he's a great streamer, first of all. And he's a freelance video guy, so he doesn't really have a regular job. But he was saying that with all those gift subs, he can put off working for a while, or he doesn't have to necessarily do as much work. And that is super cool. So I think, maybe freelancing is a good thing. If I had any marketable skills, I could get into that. But unfortunately, I have a boring office job. And I wish I had a non-boring office job, if that even exists, just so I could talk about it. But there's nothing to say. Like, I have a cubicle and I have a computer and a desk, and I do Excel and accounting all day, and there's nothing to say about it. Financial advice, huh? All right. Step 1, track your spending. Step 2, make a budget based on what you've tracked. Step 3, if you do not have more income than expenses, fix that. That's all you need to know. If you want more specific financial advice, like where you should invest your money for retirement or how to reduce your expenses, I guess I can help with that too. Citron is a reprographic technician. You fix printer jam. Is that a real job? Come on. Vulcan Rider's a Unix system admin and works from home, which is awesome. Buzzatron wields staplers. The one thing I like about my commute is that I walk, and it's only about 30 minutes. So if I walk there and back, that's an hour of exercise that I get every day that is basically free. I don't have to go out of my way to do it. Obviously, it's a little tougher when the weather is as cold as it is up here. But most of the time I can handle it, and I can walk to work, and it's great. Let's get the telescope built. Where's that? Rocketry. Enclosed telescope. Goes there. Unreachable dig, of course it is. You guys maybe put up a little ladder or something. So Fuzzatron says it's when you work at a print shop and need to make it sound better for your resume. Okay. I guess whatever it takes. I've seen that type of advice before. But I want to say most HR people can see through it, but that might be giving them too much credit. There's so many things that you can put on your resume that no one's ever going to check up on that look good, or that are intangible things. Like a good attention to detail works well with others. How do you confirm or deny that? It is a real term. Okay then. It's on the list when you do your taxes online. Well, that makes it a real job. I haven't even looked at my resume. I should probably update it at some point. I like my job, but I also want to make more money. Because if I make more money, then I don't know. I guess I have to worry about less things. I can get more stuff for the stream. Because the way I look at it is this is a hobby. And, you know, if you have a hobby, you put money into it. If you build model trains, you buy the model trains and all the fixins. So if streaming's going to be my hobby, then I need to put at least a little bit of money towards it. I got the microphone, I got the ring light, and some other stuff around here, I'm sure. Oh, I guess the arm. I should make sure it's tight. But if I made more money, I could get another, like a better computer. I could get a capture card. I can get new games. And then I don't have to feel so bad that I'm not making enough, and now my family's gonna starve. Okay, we got the power going. Power situation looks good. Still waiting on the cool slush geyser. Is there anything else we need to be concerned about right now? I don't believe so. Oxygen is flowing, natural gas is flowing, CO2 is flowing. The thing with my resume is this is my first actual job out of college because I was in the army, so everything is delayed by 5 years essentially. And there's not really much that I could put on there that's different from what's already on there. Fuzzatron's resume used to suck. And then you made the heading deep pink and it started working 3 times as good. Yeah, you gotta stand out, right? It's the same on Twitch. You gotta have a catchy title and a cool thumbnail. And unfortunately, you can't always control what the thumbnail is, but sometimes you can, if you look at something long enough. All right, we are idle once again. Keep that copper cooking. Check the temperature here. It's starting to get a little hot, but I think it's pretty well balanced. The sieve is set up. Let's go ahead and put a roof on that. What else? So this comes through here. You know what? Now that I think about it, I should probably put a liquid filter. Ah, yes, that would work. That would work very well. We got it now. So Grumpy Thumper needs more income to put into NFTs. If one of them pops and you're retiring to your island, what if all your apes get stolen in some kind of hack? Then what do you get? You're gonna feel pretty foolish then. We need a desalinator. How much can a desalinator handle? It can handle 5 kilograms per second. Wait, how much water gets pumped? 10. Okay, so it is half. Same as the sieve. Choose a blueprint. Sand? Yeah, I guess. Can't, that's right, that's true. They're non-fungible. Even if you control right click or control C, they're all different. They all have unique serial numbers somewhere in the ether, literally. Have you guys all watched the Dan Olsen video about NFTs? You guys are on the internet. I'm sure you might have seen it on YouTube. Don't funge me, bro. Yeah. I'll try not to. You've not seen it. Okay. It explains the origins of NFTs and where they came from and how they got big and how they're all pump and dumps essentially. Like if you go to the Discord channels for these for these tokens or whatever, they tell you exactly how to do a pump and dump. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're all gonna buy it from each other until the price goes up. Then we're gonna sell to some sucker. Then we're all gonna cash out and it's gonna go to the moon. Which is cool if you're on the pump end of thing. If you're on the dump end, well, sucks to be you, I guess. So this needs to be brine, I think. Brine? Brine, yes. Not saltwater, brine specifically. And this does handle brine. It does. Good. There we go. And then just run the pipe like so. And it all goes back where it needs to go. Looking good. Choosing beggars is full of people asking artists to make them NFTs in exchange for some of them. Bro, you make 400 and 5 are yours. Yeah. What a weird thing. Because anything can be an NFT. You don't even have to have art. I could just take a picture of my water bottle or something. I guess that's kind of art. Can I sell my fart as an NFT? Like I farted today. That's an NFT now. Here's the token. I guess that there's nothing to look at, so no one's gonna buy it. But it's the idea, right? It's like gamer girl bathwater. Whether it's the actual bathwater of a gamer girl is irrelevant if you believe that it is in fact gamer girl bathwater. Speaking of gamer girl bathwater, if you check out my latest merch in the merch store, Gamer Boy bathwater. And we need power for this, so let's get power. For everything. Everything needs power in this game. Ooh. That's not great. I don't like this is all connected. It might be worth doing another transformer, actually. So power, transformer, copper, and go. Oh no, that's correct. I want to get rid of this whole area. Like Space Jam juice. You guys are encouraging me to do this, and I probably shouldn't. But I have to give the people what they want. They want the fart NFTs. So be it. Emmykins is very confused because she does not know what an NFT is. What the heck is Space Jam juice? I read that and didn't really think about it, and now I'm returning to it. So chat, help me out. What is Space Jam juice? Oh, it's like it's the water that bugs, or that, yeah, bugs is like, Michael, don't tell him about your secret Michael juice or whatever. It's you believe that it makes you better. It makes you better. That's a very apt metaphor, actually. As long as everybody believes that something is true, then it's functionally true. Okay. Get some power going here. So if the Toon Squad believes that that water gives Michael Jordan his magical basketball powers, then it's true. Let's get more copper going. Also democracy. I mean, kind of. I mean, at the end of the day, there's nothing stopping somebody with a big gun from just showing up and saying, okay, I'm in charge now. But, yeah, you know, it works out over time. Oh, starvation. Who's starving? What do you mean you're starving? Go eat something. We got tons of food. Starving. Yeah, that's true about the NFTs, that they're just... Ultimately, you're just trying to sell it to someone who will buy it. Because it's never going to be worth something inherently. It doesn't have a function. The art is not good. It's not... There's nothing inherently better about it that makes it worth spending thousands of dollars on it. So it's all a matter of convincing someone that it's worth that much. Personally, I'm not that good of a salesman. Why is Frankie hurting? What have you been doing, Frankie? Go to the hospital. Where's Frankie? I guess he can't go yet. Oh, okay, we can start sending people to get work done. What did they get hurt from? That's not to... Wait, hang on. Okay, Grumpy Thumper only orders premium bathwater. It's verified by the blockchain. Fair. NFTs or someone wanting to get paid... Oh, wait, I've already read that. That's not democracy anymore. That's tyranny then. Well, right, that's what I'm saying. Like, nothing is stopping someone in a democracy from showing up. There's nothing inherently... There's no natural law that makes it a thing. And you could say that about anything, right? Except, you know, I have to eat to survive. That's kind of an important thing. Except, unless you're one of those people who thinks they don't need to eat, they just need to breathe. That's wishful thinking. Okay. Get this power line set up. Speaking of power line, you guys remember a Goofy movie? The best Disney movie of all time that nobody talks about? Can we just talk about how much the power line songs in that movie slap? Because they do. Picking up the stuff. Let's go. I never rummaged around in here. We should do that. You know what I also didn't do? I didn't ever come down here like I said I was going to at one point. Okay, I think we can maybe do like one more of that. Goofy is the #1 single dad. I agree. He's great. He's doing his best. Yeah, I'm not gonna read that. And if you never saw the show that the movie was based on, which was Goof Troop, then you're also missing out. Although there are some people out there who prefer Quack Pack. We don't talk about them. Although Quack Pack does seem kind of fun. Are we still waiting on this? So one more cycle and the slush geyser is gonna start firing up. Get the metal refinery going, I suppose. are we doing on the power situation? This is much better now. This is right on the limit, kind of. This is below the limit. This is over the limit. Y'all, I remember Tailspin. Heck yeah. I remember all those shows. Darkwing Duck, DuckTales, Tailspin, Chippendale Rescue Rangers. You prefer Animaniacs to DuckTales? Oh, absolutely. I think most people would agree with that. DuckTales. Oh, wait. Oh, DuckTales? Yeah, it depends on what you're looking for, I think. Because Animaniacs is basically an animated sketch humor show, whereas DuckTales is more of just a straight syndicated cartoon. Okay. Heat is still getting a little high here. What is the temperature? 49 degrees, almost 50. So we do need to keep that in check, but hopefully the cool slush will come to our rescue. Ren and Stimpy. Ooh. I never watched Ren and Stimpy as a kid because I thought it was too gross. So I won't recognize any of the Ren and Stimpy isms out there. Animaniacs is the Bullwinkle of its time. I did like Rocko's Modern Life as well. That was a great show. A lot of the jokes went over my head as a kid, which I think is true for most of those cartoons, right? We need more salt. Somebody go to the Dream subreddit and say that he cheated so we can get the salt. Buzzatron says, and to me, adulthood is realizing that Rocco worked at a sex hotline. Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. Yeah, he did. What a world. But that is acceptable to put in your children's cartoon. So we need to break this off using a gas bridge. We're gonna siphon some of this oxygen off and send it up to the telescope. Located here. That's for the power. This is currently getting close to its limit, but I think this is the one we're gonna use. And we'll just need to break one of these other things off, probably. Or just deal with it. Probably fine. Well, I did grow up watching a lot of older shows. I did see some Rocky and Bullwinkle, but I think the biggest one that was on Cartoon Network when I was a kid would have been the Flintstones. And then I also liked the Jetsons. I mean, they're kind of basically the same show. And Scooby-Doo, the classic ones. Although there's been so many shows I don't even know what is meant by the classic ones. So I did grow up in that weird time in the 90s and the early 2000s where Cartoon Network was still showing a lot of old shows, but they were also making a lot of new shows as well. Same for Nickelodeon. Rocko's Modern Life was because Rocko was a wallaby from Australia, and his friend Heifer was a steer, and he had the turtle friend who I think his name was Filbert, and he lived next door to the Big Heads. And his dog's name was Spunky, which should tell you all you need to know about the show. Grumpy's gonna go make dinner. I'm not gonna get your dupe killed, don't worry. Vulcan Rider's old enough that he had to wait for Saturday morning cartoons. That's so sad to think that they would only show cartoons one day a week. And you'd run downstairs in your footy pajamas that had Batman on them and get your bowl of sugary cereal of choice and watch them till your brain rotted out your ears. That's pretty cool. Do we have any eggs to crack? I don't think so. We have one sage hatchling egg, which we don't really need to worry about. We could crack those. We could crack the Sweetle eggs. Anything else? No, I don't think so. Dragon Ball. People always talk about Dragon Ball. I've never seen Dragon Ball. And people are like, "Oh, you gotta watch Dragon Ball," and all I can say is, when? Because it's 500 episodes or whatever. Can we use the star map now? Oh, wait, what? Change destination to here. Space can be analyzed with a telescope or a cartographic module. Is this not a telescope? Do I need to actually do something? The astronomy skill. Do we have that? Who is our guy? He's got it. Okay, so maybe he just needs to come up here. I have no idea. Vulcan Rider's son watched 900 episodes of Naruto. That's too much. That's too many episodes. They can't all be good. And Fuzzatron says Dragon Ball is classic. Yes, I know. I've been told many times. I just never watched it as a kid, and at this point, I think it might be too late. It doesn't help that I have an interesting relationship with anime. Oh, we finished gantries. Oh my gosh, we can finally do it, guys. We did it. Yay. I don't know if it was necessary, but we did it. So I think it can just... Wait a minute. Wait just a darn minute here. Can we just do that? That can't be right. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna look this up. I should have done this before. Oxygen not included, rocketry. Okay, I don't want to watch a video. Okay. Rocket launch. The rocket must blah blah blah. Cargo transfer must be complete. Crew must be on board. How do I get onto the thing? Built needs to be at the top. However, this is not answering my question. How do I get into the thing? Requires at least a command module and an engine. Additional modules can be added, such as a cargo module. Okay. Engines need to be at the bottom. There's no specific order. Okay, okay. Hey, Rainbow Yeti's here. Welcome, Rainbow Yeti. I hope RimWorld is treating you well. In case you're wondering what I'm doing, I am attempting to look up how to get my guys onto the rockets. Not included. How to get Dupe on rocket. What about putting the launch pad one tile lower? Linked in one game in the middle. Okay. All right. Let's try this before we do anything else. Maybe we can just hop over to it. Oh. Maybe we can just hop over to it. Hello. Have I been wasting my time getting a gantry set up? What a disaster. And of course, Frankie's in there using it now, so that's good. Not getting a full dose of radiation, that's good. And he's protected from sunburn, which is good. It's quite the rocket looking project I've got there. This is like the most basic rocket you can build, I think. So I'm hoping that this will just be done. Not travel to any hex. Oh, okay. So my guy has to analyze the hex first, I guess. And we can build on the inside. This, of course, has nothing in it right now. We can fix that, I think. Would it be worth putting power in here? Rocket control station. There's no power. Wow, I am way out of my depth here. And I can't remember how to leave. There we go. Basic rocket equals baby steps. Yes, that's what I'm hoping. Okay, who is stressed out? Marie is stressed out. Why is Marie stressed out? Don't be stressed out, Marie. I'm working really hard to try to keep you guys functioning properly. They are not making it easy. Okay. Focus. One thing at a time. Ooh. The thing is it's doing its thing. Guys, the thing is doing its thing. It's working. Oh my god. This is incredible. It's actually working. Okay, first thing we need to do is turn off this water. It's just gonna cause problems. Turn it off here. Construct. All right, there we go. And for this rocket, we're gonna have to, oh, being analyzed. Can we look at the star map and change? No. All right, we'll let Frankie do his business while we're waiting. There's no rush. In the meantime, though, it looks like we're starting to get our polluted slush going, which, as we can see, is sucking up all the heat from in here, and hopefully, as it starts flowing through, it'll start cooling down our whole thing. We'll take the Joya seeds. And that is what we're looking for tonight. We want to get stuff cooled down. Oh my goodness. Possibly an alien has arrived. With possibly an alien, party of 5. Your stream is ready. How'd the art go? Did you ever get around to doing Bethany Beans? As you guys know, me and possibly an alien are working on a young adult science fiction teen romance novel where a teenage girl falls in love with an alien from outer space who is a shapeshifter and turns into a horse. That's the whole story, basically. There's a secret agent that's trying to track down the alien, and there's also another alien that's trying to kill the alien. You spent the whole time on Mass Effect. Dang. That's how it always is over on your stream. It's always Mass Effect with you. Mass Effect this and Mass Effect that and Dragon Age. It's alright. You've got a niche. You gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, that's right. There's a family drama in this story. I mean, we decided instead of a love triangle, it's gonna be a love square. Or some shape. Because more interpersonal drama is more important. Oh, I forgot the natural gas is kind of hot. That's okay, right? Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, it's a love rhomboid, as Vulcan Rider put it. Also, hang on. Now that there's a bunch of people here. So I've got the camera set up, right? But I notice when I'm watching the VODs, usually when I'm looking at the screen, it's like my eyes are closed, which I think can be kind of unsettling. So would you guys recommend lowering the position of the camera? Or is it not as off-putting as I'm making it out to be? So right now I'm looking at chat. So you guys can see how my eyes look when I'm looking at chat. You can see how my eyes look when I'm looking at you. And you can see my eyes, how my eyes look when I'm looking at the game. But I don't know how much leeway I have with this tripod. So you may have to try some interesting techniques. Oh, we're running into some issues here. What is the problem? This water is almost used up. That's good. And once this is done, we're going to put a smart valve that is going to trigger when this area right here has run dry, and then it'll let water go through. Because if this area is dry for more than, I don't know, 5 seconds, then that means that the water flow has stopped, and we need to start putting in other sources of clean water. Automation. It's the way of the future. Better than an up-the-nose shot from the camera. Yeah. That's what I don't think you guys will be able to see up my nose, but I just want to make sure that it's not off-putting to new people, for the most part. Because imagine you go into somebody's stream, and their camera looks like garbage. Oh, I need plastic for this. Oh no, what is this? Oh no, I don't care about that. I care about this one. Would you stick around in that stream? I think not. I certainly wouldn't. And then we need a sensor. A liquid. There's like a standard sensor that I can use. Liquid pipe element sensor. I think that might be the one. Yeah, that's just the one. Okay. I can make that work. Liquid element sensor. No, liquid pipe element sensor. Where's that? Did I not unlock that? No, it's right there. I can see it. Maybe it's in the pipe. There it is. I just need to find the pipe. Right there. Perfect. Then we need the automation, and it'll just run like so. We might need a NOT gate as well. We have NOT gates? We do. But I'll have to see what it actually says. No, I'm pretty sure we definitely need a NOT gate, actually. Let's just do it now. And not mess around with it. Oh, these can go inside the walls? Oh, that's helpful. Thank you, automation. So that's in, out, like that. Connect up the copper, and we're good. Ooh, new planetoid detected. Oh, ooh, okay, so we have Wadena. And that's it so far. But looks like we're uncovering new planetoids, which is good, because we can start exploring the galaxy, or at least the general area around us. Probably not the whole galaxy. So, for those of you who are just joining us, this Friday I've been convinced to try Dead Cells, which I've never played before. But it is a roguelike. It looks kind of difficult, but also fair. No, don't worry, you're not missing anything. And we want this to be, shoot, literally anything. Uh-oh. Okay, well, we'll set it as polluted water for now, but we might need another one for, might need to get some ore gates going. So in fact, I'm just going to go ahead and research those now, because we're definitely going to need ore gates if we want this automation to work the way that I want it to work. Is there anything going on with the ventilation here? For some reason, this has stopped. Why has it stopped? Game. Oh my God. Why does it do this to me? Okay. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna remove this. And I guess I'm gonna have to do this. Oh, that's not right. Need to go up one more. And then over. And join it up. Perfect. That's what I have to do. So let's make that happen. So yes, so this story that we're writing, is it's gonna be great, first of all. That's all that you really need to know. It's gonna be the twilight of our generation. Although Twilight was already the twilight of our generation. It'll be the twilight for a new generation. The interesting thing is, I don't know what the current trend is in young adult fiction. Maybe if there's a young adult in the chat, feel free to voice your opinions. The last thing that I knew about was Divergent, which failed miserably. And before that, it was The Hunger Games. And then sometime further back was Twilight, of course. And I know there have been young adult alien things, but I feel like a lot of them are more of the either post-apocalyptic or dystopian type of young adult fiction, as opposed to our much more nuanced young adult romance with an alien stuff that we plan to do. You read The Cruel Prince recently. Is that that sounds like one of those Harlequin romance books. Like a Beauty and the Beast type situation. Ooh, what is this? Retired Planetary Excursion Module. Interesting. All right. So what does this give me? Artifact available. Well, I don't care about any artifacts. But Wadena has saltwater geyser, aluminum volcano, space, barren, tundra. Tundra could be useful. Forest, ocean, radioactive, ooh, and metallic. So that could be a fun visit. Should we go check it out, chat? I suppose we'll need oxygen to start with, right? All right, what's the best way to do this? What do you guys think? We should probably wear like an oxygen mask. And to that end, we'll need to install some flooring. Let's see. So, possibly an alien's going on a spiel about novels here. Enemies to lovers, very important. Let's see. I don't know what Folk of the Air is. And Cruel Prince was like fairy people and stuff. Okay. Fairy, people, and stuff. People like fairies, right? That's a thing. They're not as popular as they were in the old days, but they're still around. Wait, what? Okay. Emmykins is talking about something I don't know anything about. It sounds like another K-drama. We got power? We got power. Nice. So once Holly finishes this, we can go ahead and install the oxygen mask checkpoint. And we should also start pumping out some oxygen up here because we don't have a lot. K-drama with the princes is called Moon Lovers. Scarlet Heart Rio. All right then. So be it. Now we need a checkpoint. Or I guess we should start with the docks first. So 1, 2, 3. 2 is probably good actually, because we only need to send one duplicate. And we better leave room for more. Oxygen mask, and then the checkpoint, like so. And then we just have to run the oxygen through the masks, and we're good now. Then we need to make more masks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, anybody, if you want K-drama, so Korean dramas, recommendations, ask Emmykins and she will recommend you some K-dramas. That's kind of her thing. She's a Koreaboo. Self-described Koreaboo. Which, if you don't know what that is, it's a weeaboo. If you don't know what that is, I don't know. That's just what we decided to call people who are really into Japan. Okay. Let's get the suits delivered. Then we can view... Wait, unreachable module? Why is it unreachable? You should just be able to get in there. How do you get in? Why is it unreachable, guys? Alright, alright, alright. Well, I can't build anything there. Can't build anything there. How to reach nose cone. We're gonna try that search. Reach nose cone. Okay. One duplicate can travel in and commandeer a solo spacefarer nose cone. Okay. It is advised to research rocket fittings and use gas or liquid cargo tanks in order to save space. It's also advised for the player to deconstruct the rocket control station and place it as one sees fit. Possible to put a telescope. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. PB&Js, huh? Wait, J-dramas? I can't help you with J-dramas. Emmykins only knows K-dramas. Alright. Okay. This is unhelpful. None of this is helping. All right, chat. I am stumped. How do I put people... Do I need to seriously watch a YouTube video? All right, hang on. I'm going to mute it. Bolting is tiring. See, that's why you got to get yourself a moderator who will make you dinner. Which is great. Wait, you have C-dramas now, too? The heck? Where are all these different dramas coming from? Alright, video, get to the point. I literally just want to see how you go into the rocket. This is dumb. Okay. Yep. Nope, this is from 2020. This isn't helping. Guys, this is so bad. Why is there no information on this? Add oxygen. Self-contained engine. Sugar engine. Should take 3 modules. Require oxidizer. Oh my god. I just want to put a dupe in there. Why is this so difficult? Okay, how about we put something below this? What happens if we put the orbital cargo module? Delivers cargo to the surface of planetoids that do not yet have a rocket platform. Cargo gas canister. Yeah, I don't... Ah! Wait, it's unreachable? Or is it reachable now? Okay, I think whatever fixed it. I have no idea. We should put a... what is the thing called? The poop thing. An outhouse. Put an outhouse in here. And a bed. Hang on, we should put a ladder. Can I deconstruct this? Probably don't need to. Put a ladder here. And then put a bed. Put a storage bin. This is gonna look so dumb. Party line phone. Oh, that's cool. Hey, there's Rainbow Yeti. Hey, Rainbow Yeti. Grumpy just looked up oxygen not included spaceships on YouTube and a bunch of Event Horizon videos popped up. What? Why? That's such a weird thing to come up for oxygen not included. All right, everything looks good. So the plan is gonna be... what is the plan actually? Make it sweep only. All. Low priority. So now we should be able to send our astronaut to go explore. So let's do that. Hang on. Oh, you'd never finished, possibly an alien never finished Event Horizon. How could you? It's so good, scary, weird. Great. Change crew. All right, crew. Destination. Oh, what is this? Sandy Orefield? Okay, well, we're going to send them to use a Trailblazer module or Rovers module to deploy a scout and make... All right, so we need a Trailblazer module now. Gotcha. Thanks, game. Trailblazer module. Where is that located? All right, so we need to go ahead and unlock that. Orbital Data Collection Lab. This is turning into Kerbal Space Program, guys. So here we go. Boy, I remember my cross-country move. It was awful. I drove from upstate New York to Minnesota. It was like a 22-hour drive. My cat was not happy. And I hate driving and road trips. Oh no, somebody got slime lung? What the heck? Oh no. We need medical supplies. Stat. Flower of Evil sounds so good. What is Flower of Evil? Oh, it's one of your serial killer. Wait, what is it? It's a K-drama. Gotcha. Guys, you're making it hard to keep up with chat. But please, continue. I like seeing people active in chat. It makes me happy. Now that's done. Now we should be able to get... Oh, wait. Our only doctor is the one who has slime lung. That's not great. So we're gonna need... Hang on. We're gonna need some iron, yes. Then we need somebody with bedside manner. Abe? Abe is our... There we go. Great candidate for bedside manner. Here comes Abe to do the thing. To wash his hands, very important. I'm glad people have a lot to say. That is... Oh, we got an achievement. What does it say? They got better. Cure a sick duplicate of disease. Food. The whole reason that I started streaming, if I can just pull back the curtain for a second, was because I wanted to be a part of a community. Obviously, you can get that just by being a viewer in somebody's stream, right? I wanted to kind of steer a community of people talking and having a good time and chatting and all that stuff. So that's what really got me into streaming. So seeing people talking and interacting and having a good time in chat, that reinforces this idea that I made a good decision. Speaking of good decisions, we need to wait for the research to finish again. Possibly an alien feels that. I'm glad you feel that. I assume that's one of the reasons you started streaming as well. Because I know a lot of people will say, oh, I did it because I saw Shroud was making thousands of dollars a month or whatever. And I'm like, you know, it would be cool to make that much money, but I honestly don't care that much as long as people are having a good time. A lot of idlers. Probably give them something to do, but what? Just check the temperature over here and make sure that the water is coming in at a good warm temp. It's the oxygen situation. The oxygen is cool. Excellent. That's what I wanted to see. Possibly an alien has made real friendships this way, and it's making her happy. I'm glad. I wasn't expecting to start networking with streamers so quickly, but it's been really good. And Vulcan Rider, if you're still there, you are the catalyst for all this. I never would have met Urban Venture if not for you. And by extension, I wouldn't have met possibly an alien. And we wouldn't have our awesome Tuesday stream, so there you go. So if you or someone you know is a small streamer looking to do collaborations, feel free to contact me. Let's see what we can do. What am I doing? I'm getting the streamitis, guys. My brain is like clouding up as I'm talking. Have you ever met someone who plays the piano? And if you can't talk to them while they're playing because they need to concentrate. That's how I feel sometimes as a streamer. But I think it's important as a streamer you're like the people who play piano and can talk while playing. If that makes sense. You need to be able to multitask. Possibly an alien plays piano. Do you talk to people while you're playing? Or do you tell people to not talk to you while you're playing? I feel like I should be doing something. I guess mining is always good. Let's check our oxygen situation. Oxygen looks good. Got some oxygen going here, some oxygen going there. All the oxygen is full at the moment, which is good to see. What the heck is all this carbon dioxide coming from? Let's dig up this. Possibly an alien can only talk while playing songs that she knows really well, which makes sense. Like, the less you have to focus on getting it right, the more you can focus on other things. Where are you going, Rainbow Yeti? What? What are you doing in here? Oh, he's going to the bathroom. Why are you going to the bathroom in the rocket ship? That can't possibly be a better solution than going in the toilet. Okay. I don't understand these dupes sometimes. Very confusing. All right. Well, yo, I know what we could do. I keep forgetting about this. There's a whole section down here that we haven't explored that we really need to. I've noticed that you talk pretty well while drawing, if your streams are anything to go by. But I also feel like you're pretty good at drawing, so maybe it's less of a mental tax on you. Oh, and I was telling my chat about the splash screens ideas, and I definitely think we should do something with that, because I have this idea. I've told you, I typed it in your chat, but I think it would be better if I explained it verbally and did some sketches, which I will do if I get a chance tomorrow. And I really want to, I don't know, work on it. Get you started on making stream stuff, because that's a great networking slash side business idea, I guess. The prices people charge for things that are for streams is pretty crazy, if Fiverr's anything to go by. All right, we need to clean this up. Hold on. Where is all this nasty air coming from? There's so much of it. What the heck? All right, all right. There's a bunch down here. There's a bunch down. Oh, I see. Chat, I found it. I found the problem. And it's right there. Let's fix it. And hook it up. Food. Okay, let's see. Vulcan Rider knows a Morse code intercept. They could send Morse, listen to Morse, and carry on multiple conversations simultaneously. That's crazy. And let's see. Let's create something for me. So it's possibly an alien. You guys can read chat. I don't have to read it out, but I need more oxygen pressure. I think I'm mostly maxed out though. Because you can see all the gas vents aren't venting anymore. Maybe I could put one down here as well. And then, oh, I see Rainbow Yeti mentioned that their dupe has to mark the territory. Did we make Rainbow Yeti our rocket guy? I don't think so. I think Ari is the rocket guy. And Ari has not... Can I assign... I must have to assign them to a rocket first. But I'm not going to assign anybody to a rocket yet because I need to put that extra module on there. Oh no. What? You talk to your partner while you're watching streams? Unacceptable. Do I need to reread the rules of the stream again? No making friends with other Wigglies. Everybody hydrate. I gotta start asking people what they're drinking when they come into chat. One of the streamers that I watch does that, and he's a real hoot. Because he is an owl. Uh-oh. I'm noticing that our water is starting to drop, although we shouldn't be pumping it out anymore, so it's probably fine. And actually, I'm gonna put a hydro sensor here and a automation wire, and we are gonna hook this thing back up. Take a break to dehydrate. Exactly. It's important to stay dehydrated. Oh, research is done. Yes, we did it. Add a Trailblazer module. Build it. Perfect. We need to add the ladder here. Switching over to igneous because that's the most abundant resource we have. And then go over and we're good. What you watching, what you listening to, what are you drinking? Like the Cinemassacre podcast? Yeah, I don't want to copy them, but it's a similar thing. Like, welcome to the stream. What kind of games do you like? What are you drinking? Or what are you playing? What are you drinking? Because usually if people are watching Twitch streams, they're probably playing a game. Maybe not. I guess I'm not always playing a game when I'm watching a stream. I'm usually at work. But it's basically the same thing. I'm playing Excel. Alright, well, we didn't make it into space, but we did, I think, finish the rocket. Which is pretty darn good. And now I'm actually getting a little concerned. This might be too efficient, and it's cooling this area too much. Let's see how cold is the oxygen coming out. Oxygen's coming out at 20, 14, 15. All right, it's not a huge issue yet, but we got to keep an eye on that. Theirs was a what you doing, what you playing, what you drinking. Ah, shoot. That's basically what I want to say. It's not fair, guys. What's another thing? Yeah. They canceled the Cinemassacre podcast, huh? Oh, bummer. I guess. I don't know. I didn't really watch it. It wasn't that interesting to me. Oh, shoot. Oh, because we dug down. That dropped all the CO2 down. I see, I see. So we're gonna need to switch where this is venting so that it doesn't interfere with... We don't want it to go right into the carbon skimmer. We need it to back up and then hit the carbon skimmer. Where's this water coming from? That's unusual. I didn't break something. No. I just did the pipes, the gas pipes. Alright, well, if they're not doing it anymore, then I'll do it. So everybody, what you doing, what you playing, what you drinking? Uh-oh. She asked the vampire question, guys. Are you gonna ask her about mummies next? Also, where did that water come from? What the heck? Hope we're not having a freezing issue here. If we did, it would just be breaking right here. Must be ice from up further up. But I don't know. Alright. Well, we're gonna try to get everything squared away as best we can. No guarantees, obviously, especially since we need to break into this area here. But if we can pull that off, which it looks like we can, then we'll have access to the input and the output teleporters, which are going to be really helpful for the input. So we put things in here and it'll teleport to one of the other planetoids. All right. Grumpy is putting a guide, but you're putting off making a guide in Star Sector. That's what you're doing. You're playing Mountain Blade, you're drinking water, but you wish it was beer. Well, don't let your dreams be dreams, man. I am maybe weird, but I don't like beer. So I pretty much only drink water ever. What else? Activity, agenda, alcohol. Well, it doesn't have to be alcohol. And activity and agenda are too close. Urban Venture is doing After Effects, struggling to animate water. Oh, no, you're struggling to animate and you're drinking water. That's true. I need to look into that program you recommended, the DaVinci one. Because I would like, I keep saying this, I know, but I really do need to start making videos for YouTube for games. And I want them to be edited and produced and stuff, not just streams that I've ported over like I have been doing. So my hope is that I'll get some time this weekend to make a video about the different types of fuel setups you can do. So asparagus, onion, whatever's crazy one that I think of. Oh, Grumpy doesn't drink anymore? Okay, fair enough. I never really drank. Emmykins is watching my stream, she's playing Animal Crossing, and she's drinking wine. Oh yes, Emmykins loves her wine. She's very particular about it, though. Alright. Well, yeah, alliteration, huh? I don't think there's a way you can alliterate those three disparate things in a way that is gonna be satisfying. Like, doing, digging, drinking. Yeah. No, that's not gonna work. Red or white? Emmykins really does live the dream. She, in addition to making my life possible, or I don't know how to describe it. Basically, she gets to live a great life, but at the same time, she makes my ridiculous hobbies possible. All right, well, Alien, if you like your alliteration, you can use it on your channel, and I'll think of something else. And in the meantime, it is after 9 o'clock, guys. So what do you say we wrap it up and see if there's anybody who needs a raid? It's probably just Gandalf again, since it seems to be streaming all the time. Let's take a look here. So we got Gandalf. King Akira is playing Silent Hill. All right, we'll just send you guys all over to Gandalf. You're probably all watching him anyway, so we'll clean it out. So thank you everybody for coming to the stream. Get ready for, wait, does this not have a thing? Oh, there it goes. Schedule, scheme, sipping on. I'll find some words. I'll have to get out my thesaurus. Anyway, thank you everybody for coming out. I hope to see you again in the future. Urban, if you could send that guy who gave you all those gift subs over to my channel sometime, I'd be eternally grateful. But in the meantime, we're going to send you guys over to Gandalf, who is stimulating, as always. And I will see you guys on Friday. We'll be playing Dead Cells. Dead Cells. Ooh.